This scene is a scene from Hereditary. No soundtrack, no jump scare, just a quiet bedroom. And somehow, it's terrifying. Why? I've been thinking about that a lot.
What the
Horror films like this are the reason I want to make films in the first place. So, I decided to recreate it. Not just to copy it, no, but to scare my brother. So, let's start with Make Sense. I wanted to recreate the full scene, which means I had to remake 5 shots in total. So I definitely have a lot of work. This scene takes place in a bedroom, and this is mine. I realized something immediately. My room is not big enough. So the only way to get the shot is to move the bed? Yeah. This is exactly how my bed ended up here. You're probably wondering, why is that? Well, let me explain. Look at this shot, alright? Imagine the bed and the guy were filmed on a green screen, and then the bedroom is later on added in post by using a 3D model of it. I know this sounds super complicated, and I don't even know if it's gonna work honestly, which leads me to the next step, the setup. To start setting everything up, I dressed the bed, put some clothes on similar to the guy. He kinda sorta has a patch on his nose, so I gotta do the same. Let's take a look at the lighting. It's very dark, which gives us an advantage, not gonna lie. I see this hard light coming from the left, probably replicating the moonlight, and then a sort of like cyan bluish light coming from the top, so we can see a bit of the character. Trust me, I'm a professional. When I see a shot, I know exactly what they did, for sure. So I have this softbox and this LED light to film, and yeah, that's it. I probably have more stuff here around, but yeah, I don't think we need that much for this shot. And with that, it was time to start filming. The plan was trying to film shot 1 first, because I had no idea if it was gonna work. So after tweaking the lights a bit and doing a couple of takes, this is what I got.
What the hell? Oh my god, no way.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good. But did I give up?
No.
This time I rearranged everything. Previously I used a flashlight from my phone as the main light, which obviously wasn't a great idea. I replaced it with a softbox I had from the beginning. I took more time doing my takes, added every little detail, and yeah, it already looked way better. This scene also included a shot of a window, so one evening I took my camera upstairs to film it there. The idea is to separate the foreground with a CGI background. Hey, I think that should work. Right? Shut the fuck up, we don't care. After filming for 2 days straight, it was finally time to pack it up.
Oh shit.
Why subscribe? Why? Here are the shots I've ended up with. Just the process, guys. Everything's gonna make sense. Because now it is time to start with the 3D environment. As I said earlier in the video, the idea is to put a CGI background behind every shot I've filmed. But how am I gonna do that? Well, there's a free 3D software called Blender, and I've been using it for years now. So yeah, I'ma keep using it. Hey kid, you wanna learn some Blender? First thing, you wanna know how the room looks like to replicate it. Alright, we saw it. Now we hop into Blender to add a plane which will represent our floor. Let's go into edit mode, extrude the edges. Damn, wow, we got walls now. Nice job! Add a camera, place the camera, add some cubes as a block out for the furniture. Now delete those cubes because actually no one ever does that. Grab some models off of Chinese websites. Now import those assets into your scene and be prepared for all your details to be stored. Now add textures because why not? They won't be visible in the dark anyways. Oh yeah, talking about the dark. Do you see that? Yeah, come a little closer. Yeah, right there. You know what it is? That you're watching this video and not subscribing. Subscribe! Oh yeah, by the way, this is the result. Now that the 3D room is done, I can render a specific angle for every individual shot. And of course, because every shot is lit differently in real life, I need to adjust it in 3D too. For the shot of the window, it was fairly easy. I made a simple cabin and put some wood textures on it, added trees everywhere with some volumetric fog, and then yeah, that's it. I could render it. Nice! Now I have 5 backgrounds rendered, and I can roughly put them behind the shots I filmed. It may look like I'm ready to do some compositing, but there's one thing I haven't done yet, which is honestly the most important thing. How am I gonna do that? I've looked at some behind the scenes footage of Hereditary to understand how they did that, but I couldn't find anything. From looking at it, we can assume they used some wires to keep the actress in the air, which is unfortunately because I don't have any wires. So I was thinking maybe, is it possible to fake it with the green screen? Yeah, never mind. I guess there's only one option left. A CG double. CG doubles in cinema history are usually used for big action pieces where the actor is not able to perform a certain thing due to the human nature of it. Now in modern films, they frequently just replace the actor fully in 3D. I guess because it's more convenient? So I'm exactly gonna do that as well. Replacing this woman with a 3D character. Let me show you how. I went on Mixamo, a website where you can download free 3D character models and animations, and I picked the character that suited the role the most. I downloaded different poses because I had to put this 3D character in two different shots. So back in Blender, I imported the model with the right pose, adjusted it if needed, and placed it where it needed to be. And to add a cherry on top, I added hair, which makes it, 10 times more terrifying. And with that, the CG double was done. Well, not really actually. If you take a look at this, there's something essential to sell this shot, which is cloth simulation. But the thing is though, I've been kind of avoiding this for the video, because I knew I'd be doing it, but the only thing is, I do not know how to do it. Cloth simulations can be very tricky, because it's basically creating clothes from scratch and simulating the physics on a mesh. And with that sentence alone, yeah, there might be so many things that could go wrong, especially in Blender. So that's why for this, I'll be using an industry-level software, Marvelous Designer, which I also haven't used before. Great, buddy! Awesome! Marvelous Designer offers you a 7 days free trial, which I'll take plenty advantage of to learn everything there is to know about it, and finally, try to make a cloth simulation on my own. Okay, it has been 30 minutes. I think I understand it. To fully comprehend how it works, let's take a look at the shot. As you can see, what we really need is just a long white robe, because the pants and the t-shirt is not really visible. So we don't really need to simulate it. And with that, it makes my job also way easier. Not like I was lazy or something, you know? So the first thing you need to have before hopping into Marvelous Designer is a character T-pose and then its animation afterwards. Then you can import it into Designer. So it actually works like real sewing. You make patterns of the clothes and put them in front or at the back of the character. And then you can sew specific edges to each other and yeah. There we go. The robe is finished. And by clicking on this button, the cloth simulation is done. Damn. It was that easy. Now it's time for the last part of the process where everything comes together, compositing. Well, let me explain in a simple way what compositing is. Remember, I have a render of the 3D background and now a render of the CG double and lastly the real life footage. Well, compositing is assembling all of these elements together to try and make something beautiful out of it. So that's a simple way of putting it. But actually what really happens is this. First you need to rotoscope everything from the real life footage, then you put a 3D background behind it. It's alright, but it's shit. Now on every element you need to add effects like lumetri color, hue saturation, level, color balance and noise. You tweak all of those settings around and... there you go. Now 4 more shots to go. For the other shots, the process is the same, so I'm not gonna bore you with that. But be assured, I've finished all of it. Now I bet most of you guys already forgot the reason why I'm doing all of this in the first place. Not just to copy it, no, but to scare my brother. Alright guys, my brother is here, now we're gonna watch the scene. He doesn't know anything about it, I didn't show anything. Are you excited? I don't know. Okay, you can click on the button. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Mom? Dad? So was it scary? No. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe. Let's get to 100k subs by the end of February. I need the money, guys. My laptop is still broken. If you enjoyed this horror content, I made a horror blender short film in only 1 week. You can find it here somewhere. Thank you everyone supporting me throughout my previous videos. I'm still figuring out what this channel is about, but so come follow along by clicking on the subscribe button. Ah, fuck, I already said that.